Last session, the party found themselves in the Tower of Midas, on the ancient Sky City, under the same name that had long fallen into this desolate valley in the middle of the Ordending Mountains. The party, upon reaching the tower, began to rest after a dangerous fight with some local militia guards, and soon began to explore the chamber they had found themselves in. Immediately, they were able to figure out a way upwards into the tower, using a strange teleportation circle carved into the ground. They were able to speak the command word in Draconic to go upwards. However, they needed to power the object. Gamesh, using all 5 spell slots, began to slowly power up the teleportation circle to allow everyone to traverse the tower upwards. However, a security mechanism was activated, and 10 sentries made of strange metallic suits of armor came charging towards the party with long swords at their hips, and a small fight ensued. However, you all were able to be teleported upwards during the midst of the combat. You all found yourselves in a room that seemed to have almost chambers in each cardinal direction, north, south, east, and west. A large glowing chandelier slowly began materializing itself through the very stonework of the dome above all of you, giving you a nice bright light into this chamber. With it, you were able to read the 4 different sections of the chamber and seemingly what they represent. To the north was some sort of almost a defensive office for the entire city. To the south, an aviary. To the east, dormitories for apprentices, and to the west, the laboratories for the same apprentices. Choosing to explore a little bit, you all went to the north side, opened the door, and found what seemed to be 30 mechanical secretaries working away tirelessly through the ages that have long passed. Piles and piles of paperwork have gathered over the thousands of years that these entities have just been sitting here, writing away on documents and reports about the city's defenses and warnings that certain sections of the city's defenses seem to have been offline, probably since the city has fallen. They made no dangerous move against any of you as you began to explore the room. They, however, kept watch, and upon a certain little kobold began picking a door to the back of the chamber, that is when you all began to see one of them move some type of strange device onto their hand, in which they began to lower a large curling horn that, once the sound echoed through it, seemed to summon forth 2 defenders, similar to the original defenders in the initial room you all went into. These ones, however, were larger, more armored, and slightly dangerous. However, you all were able to overcome, and noted that all the secretaries, upon their defenses being destroyed, simply went back to work. You all opened the door to this new chamber and found a beautiful room. 20 by 20 foot office with large bookcases that line the side walls, a large floor to ceiling window at the very back of the room that looks out over hundreds of feet upwards over this entire city. You can see distant structures in the mountains as they spire up. This is, you didn't see any windows from the outside of the tower, but this is clearly a window from the inside at the very least. And it is beautiful. Currently at the desk, large, well-built wooden desk in the dead center of the room. Different papers set neatly organized, slightly neatly. All of them seem to have shifted ever so slightly during the many centuries that this desk has been disused. However, there is an entity that it has been sitting in a chair behind the desk. A large, well built, metallic skinned entity with seemingly almost like golden veins that go up from their hands, in between their fingers, up their arms, across their chest, into their face. They seem slender yet strong, and they were seemingly very dead, unmoving, unflinching warforged that had laid there dormant for who knows how long. Senti, being one of the first ones to enter the room, began to investigate this figure, and upon touching it, seemed to have sparked some life back into the entity, as moss and mold began to almost hop from Senti's very fingertips onto the chest of this creature and began slowly moving its way into the neck piece, into the body. You see the eyes slowly began to glow green as this entity seemingly wakes. They stretch their jaw, this mechanical, strange appendage as it just moves. You know, this is not a human. This is a creature made of metal, but it moves kind of like a human would. You see they creak their jaw, look around the room, dazed and confused, pretty much, and they look over. Who are all of you? And that's where we pick up, as you all just see this entity that a few moments ago was lifeless and dead has seemingly sparked back to life.
Okay.
I guess I'll wave and introduce myself.
Okay.
If we're doing things now, I don't know.
Yeah. What do you say to him?
My name is Seer. Who are you?
Hello, Seer. I huh. I don't seem to remember my designation. I apologize for that transgression against you all. I am not able to introduce myself. I feel terrible. Truly terrible. I am truly apologetic.
Oh, okay.
You see the entity kind of like looks down at their hands and their fingertips, and you see they clench their fingers. It's as if it's an entity that is learning how to live again. It's a very confused look, and you see they kind of just like are taking in everything around them.
I feel like I should ask. Uh when was the last year that you remember? What's
Last year,
the date?
I I'm unsure of exact dates. I have faded. I find it difficult to find the word. Searching my databases, I think the closest device would be memory. It's just hazy. It's strange. I have ideas and thoughts about it, a feeling, almost. I just don't remember much. I'm sorry that I can't be of more help to you. You see, they kind of like look down. You see, they begin putting one of their hands against the table, and you see he starts like just pushing himself, almost like testing his strength on the table, on the desk.
Well, the actually it was more for you than me, but I guess. Uh so you don't remember anything.
No, I remember I'm a knight of some type, a figure of station. I had a duty, but I believe that duty has ended with. What I can only remember is the collapse of my society.
All right, well, you're kind of caught up. Still probably missing about 1,000 years or so.
Oh, that is a long time to have missed.
Very much so.
Well, I must figure out what had happened.
I think I gave him the right frame of time.
Close enough.
Yeah,
It's definitely over 1,000 years.
yeah.
Does does the Empire of Dawn mean anything to any of you?
An ancient relic,
Well,
more or less. To be blunt.
A relic. Interesting. It comes up often in my thoughts. These memories. Um, Make a history check, Senti.
Since he's about to be as old as time.
18. It definitely rings a bell. That is the empire that contained all the Sky Cities. That is the empire that collapsed with the fall of the Sky Cities.
that certainly means something to me, but I don't think it means anything to this guy.
You do also, Senti, have almost a vague, almost like hazy, distant like thought, like it's that name is familiar to you, but not in like recent times where you've learned about this empire. It's something buried deep into your subconscious. Let's see. Huh. Well, you see the entity kind of like stands and stumbles a little bit as they, slowly begins to like learn how to like walk as they're just like testing themselves out. Um, I know your designation. Can I have the rest of yours?
We're the avant-garde.
Avant-garde. I shall remember this.
No real, social standing. Just a mercenary group.
Well, I mean, I know that we have some.
Oh, right. She's a lady. She has land.
He
Yeah, and we.
You see this entity gives like a almost as if like they snap into some sort of past memory. They immediately do a deep bow towards you, and
Oh,
you just hear my lady.
oh no 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 no! That's unnecessary.
You are a
I
person
appreciate it though.
of title. It's just customary, I presume.
It's a new title. That's all.
Well, you see, they kind of look around and look. Finally, after a few moments of standing, they kind of turn towards Senti. He kind of cocks his head towards you, Senti. Do I know you? What are those visions that humanoids typically have during their slumbers? Dreams? I feel like I've seen you in one. It's an odd thing to recall. Yes, it's just a feeling. I don't know. Um, what is your name? What is your designation? Senti. Well, seeing how you are like me and you seem to have a designation, and I currently don't have one, do any of you have ideas for me? not been name tag, perhaps. And he goes over to the desk and just begins like he pulls out a drawer and seems to not know his own strength, and you see it like flies across the room and shatters against the back window. Oops. You see he's just like going like pulling apart this desk, trying to find something at the moment.
Would you like some help?
Yes, please.
I'm gonna try to look around for any kind of like name tag.
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Okay.
You have guidance.
All right. Oh, what does guidance do? I forget.
D4.
Okay.
Yeah. You also, just so you know, each of you have a D6 inspiration die from Belric.
I thought we had Wait, I thought inspiration was just a reroll.
No, it's
So-
an inspiration die that you have. From
Oh, it's an inspiration.
Yeah, but I have like a
Yes.
special inspiration die from my weapon.
So my
It
roll
gives-
plus. Sorry.
31.
31. Okay. Yeah. Looking through, you don't find a name tag. It seems like this entity probably would never need one typically, unless some catastrophic circumstance happened. Catastrophic
Which it
circumstance did happen. So there's no identification of this entity. You do, however, find something that is kind of interesting. A few things, I should say. First off, 16, 6, and 13. You find what seems to be 3 different vials of some type. One you would recognize to be that of a potion of healing. It is slightly larger, and you would understand that this is a potion of superior healing.
Mm-hmm.
The other 2 are additional vials. They don't look quite as familiar to you. You would probably have to make an Arcana check to understand which ones these are. But the other thing of note that you do find is almost like a semi-cylindrical, very nice white rock that seems to have red carvings in the top of it. What languages do you speak?
I speak. Common, Elvish, and Infernal.
You do not know what this says. It seems to be some type of rune.
Orally.
I do
not
have the
orally.
spell Comprehend Languages.
I know I'm saying it wrong.
So that's an option.
Olin.
Oh, I should also mention. So you find that. You also do find what appears to be a seemingly sprawling map of a few layers of this tower. You do note that you see multiple points on the same plane on the tower. So essentially it looks almost like there's like your point where you are, which is called the crossroads. And then there's like small lines dashing across, connecting to various points on the same line. And then there's a line with what looks to be almost like a lock and key symbol that goes upwards towards what appears to be some room called the observatory. And that it seems to be the only room available upwards to you at the moment. Spanning off from that one, you also do note a room called the Witch's Hut and the Night Forge. The other rooms attached to this same plane is the Pits and the Goblin Bathhouse.
Okay. So rooms attached to the plane that we're in is the Pits.
Yeah, and the Goblin Bathhouse. Don't know what it means, but that's the name of it.
S- So you say attached to this plane, you mean like the material plane, right?
It's kind of like, so basically you're looking at like a 2D map of what seems to be floors, and you see
Okay.
that the floor you're on has a line connecting it in like the same like plain like straight line. So there's a straight line connecting this room with a couple other rooms, and then there's one line going up from that, and then you see two rooms spreading off of that, and then you see another line spreading up from um, the observatory room, but that one doesn't even show what the next room is.
Okay.
So
All right. All right. All right. Cool.
there are
Cool.
2 rooms we can access on this floor. And then there's something that's probably locked going up to the observatory. And then the floor with the observatory, we have the witch's hut and the night horde's rooms or whatever.
Yeah, I can paste those other names. It's the Night Forge and the Witch's Hut.
Okay. I heard night hordes, but everything else was correct.
Yeah.
Gotta hoard those nights.
Well, it was night as in without a K.
Gotta hoard that moonlight. Gotta.
So, with your search, complete, you're not finding any name tag for this individual. But you do find some interesting things. He doesn't seem to like be bothered that you just start taking this stuff. He just seems like slightly downtrodden. He's like, just. Well, it seems I will have to seek my own designation, or choose my own.
Always a good time to reinvent yourself.
Yes, sadly, I haven't been alive very long, and I don't remember much.
Um.
Oh?
You said something, Seer?
I just said well.
Oh well.
That's it.
That's your name. Well.
It could be.
It could be,
We
but
don't
let's not.
know.
He seems
Let's not do this guy like
he
that.
seems very open to any name.
That's a good name. Let's name
How-
him Crossroads after the room we found him in.
Since he said will, there you go.
Will. I can work with that. I do note that I was a figure of superior station. Perhaps I was a knight. Sir Will.
All right.
All right.
Will it is.
Sir Will.
Sir, Will.
It is a pleasure to formally make all of your acquaintances in a true fashion.
All right. Well, I guess it would be fair just to inform you of what's going on. Again, you already know the Sky City spell.
He kind of looks out the window and sees the terrain outside. It would seem so.
We are more or less, well, we are escorting the archaeologist.
He just kind of waves. You see Will waves back at him. It's a very awkward exchange.
So I guess, would you prefer to stay here, or do you want to leave? If we keep going throughout the tower, you might find more out about yourself.
Perhaps, but I haven't lived very long, and, well, whatever's in this tower is supposedly my past life, I would assume. So perhaps I'll just make my own trek. He kind of looks out the window and takes a few steps forward towards it. There's probably much to explore.
One thing though, when you get out there, be careful. There's some really aggressive people.
Really? And you see like
Yeah.
almost like a slight sparkle to his arms, and you note like almost like suddenly, almost teleporting to his very hand. You see a large tower shield and a long sword just teleports into his hands. He just kind of looks down. Interesting. Well, it appears I have automated defenses, but I will keep your advice
that's
in mind. You see, he kind of like shakes his hand, trying to teleport him away. It takes a couple tries, but he does it.
Oh. Well, at least he figured out he had that before getting into a fight.
Yeah.
It's probably nice to know.
Well, Avant-Garde looks towards Senti. Thank you for helping and clearing some things up. I look forward to seeing you all in the future. Looks back towards Senti. I'll try to find more of our kind, I guess. You see this like slight smile across the metallic face. Good luck to all of you. How do I get out? And he starts like curiously walking towards the door. And he goes into the room you all came from, and you just hear him say, "Hello, my designation is Sir Will. What is yours?" As he just begins talking to the strange mechanical secretaries. Eventually, he slowly begins to make his way out of the tower, realizing that they're not his friends. They don't talk, so he eventually begins to move on.
Oh, Sir Will.
Sir Will.
Yes.
All right. We might need to help him get down.
You see a flash of bluish, sparkling light, and you realize he's probably teleported himself down already.
Never mind. He figured it out pretty quick.
Yeah, that was certainly interesting. Do you
Definitely.
think we'll ever see him again?
Probably. Yeah, honestly, I have a feeling we will. No pun intended.
Hmm.
Everything good, Cincy? You look like you were a little flustered. Yeah. I'm sure memory loss can be a bitch.
Yeah. Would Ash have like an idea of what memory loss feels like, considering he was feeble-minded once?
I mean, you were as well.
I know I was.
That's the big one.
But I don't share my feelings with people.
Right. Yeah. Wait. What time do you remember before you woke up? Gotcha. Well, I guess nature doesn't really keep track of years. Who knows? Maybe you'll find something for yourself in here. That, hmm. I actually met a druid when I first started traveling. Maybe we can visit him when we get back to get back home anyway.
Our home continent.
Our home continent. I sure did forget about that druid that I first met.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he might be able to help.
Yeah, he's probably recovered since then.
I hope so. It's been a while.
Yeah. he was paralyzed for a while, so.
Oh yeah, yeah, he did because of the seed. I forgot.
Yeah.
All right,
You can get over a bit of paralyzation in 3 months.
that's all you need.
Yeah.
Just drink plenty of water.
Chug those health potions.
Chuck those health potions. It works after a while.
I'm trying to find his name.
It's Arneus.
Yes, it is.
Got it.
It's in
One of the,
my Rael notes.
it's one of the. It's actually the second name I have in my notes.
Yeah.
Such a long time ago. All right. All right. Well, I think Seer probably did a good once over this place, so I think we can head out.
Okay. You all begin to head out. Seer, as you begin heading out of the room, you see Olin kind of like pulls you over. You said you found you found something in that room, correct?
Yeah, I found a couple potions and a map.
Anything else?
No. Why? Is there something I should be looking for?
I saw like a rock that you were holding.
Ooh. Hey, I almost forgot about that. Sorry.
You're good. Can I see it?
Yeah, of course.
And I'll pull it out and hand it over.
Okay. Okay. I think I know what this is. I had assumed, but now I know.
Care to share?
I am pretty sure that this is a key. I think each floor
The observatory.
I think each floor has a specific key to unlock the next.
It's good to know.
Yeah. I was wondering why we didn't go all the way up to the top of the tower when I set up. So, the eliminators.
That would make the most sense.
Oh no, hopefully not.
How many floors are there, do we know?
No clue.
Okay.
He does say this one says third on it in Draconic.
All right.
So you all begin walking past the weird metallic sentries as they secretaries. I mean, as they're just like calmly, just like writing in their like strange reports, and you see them all just like stack them on these piles and piles of papers that eventually just slide across the floor. Just this room is centuries of work that has just been piling up. You all make your way out into the main chamber. The large chandelier that had fallen from the very stonework of the ceiling itself now bathes this room in a very nice orange light. You can see the three other doors: the aviary, the dorms, and the labs. and then the large circle in the center.
So what everybody's feeling?
Well, I don't know.
I mean, I don't mind heading up to the observatory first, because I'm not sure if any of these rooms might have anything.
My part of me wants to look into these rooms,
Right. But at the same
both
time,
for loot and also from fear, because, like, what if there's something in them and then we have to make a quick exit down, you know?
yeah. And then we just found a key that gets us up, so who knows if we'll be missing out on other keys.
Yeah, because we have no guarantee that it's one key per floor.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully that's the case. Hopefully.
And hopefully this is like the right key, too.
Right.
Oh God, what if there's multiple keys?
Hmm.
There's 3 other doors in this chamber.
All
Three?
right.
I thought there were only two other than the.
There's one for each,
Westwards.
like, so you went through the north door, there's the south, east, and west. One for each
Okay.
cardinal direction.
All right. All right. How about we just kind of poke our heads in? If it
What if I
doesn't
just
seem,
pop it in?
if
That
gun,
way, if it dies, it's fine.
will you be fine?
No.
Then no. We are not going down this road tonight. I like how she was so honest too. Will you be fine? No. Then no. This is not how we do things.
No, I will go insane.
All right.
Um,
Hold up. Let me check something really fast. I still do have this. How long does this last? This building is made out of stone, primarily, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I want to do
Oh.
this?
I do have warp sight.
Ah. Yeah, that's why I can. Will it work under a door?
I don't know, Graham, will it?
I'm pretty sure it does.
Pull it up in the chat.
No, so no. I sent in Discord. Whoops. I'll send it in Roll20. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I
Checks
believe
me.
it's just like, yeah, bends light around corners. 180 degrees total. Yeah, it could probably look underneath the door.
I just get down on the ground.
Okay. So which door do you check?
So we went through the north one. Can I check the east door?
The eastern door. Okay. Looking out towards the dorms. You bend down, cast this cantrip.
Yes.
Okay. The light bends, and you see, strangely, only darkness.
Oh,
No light. Fair
I
enough.
don't like that.
It's not that there's no light. You don't see anything really. There doesn't seem to be shape beyond the door.
Hmm.
This was the lab.
This would be the dorms, I believe.
The dorms. Okay. So we're getting nothing. Of course. That's usually sounds about right for us.
Can I try it on the west door?
Yeah, you go over and try it on the west door. Same thing.
Okay. Yeah.
Make a intelligence check.
I'm pretty sure there's some magic going on here.
There might be some magic going on here. It's hard to tell.
I rolled so bad.
Right. Honestly. All right. All right. I'll go to the dormitory door
Okay.
and I'll just slowly open it up, not wide open, to start cracking it. Take a look inside.
Okay. You slowly begin cracking open the door. You said this is the east one?
Yeah, the east.
Immediately stretching before you, you see what seems to be a sizable 20-foot wide hallway that just seems to stretch on maybe about 100 or so feet.
God damn.
You get the sense that this tower is not that big, especially since you're already like in a chamber that's like 20 feet wide, like
Right.
circular chamber 20 feet wide. Makes it kind of skewed. It's a magical tower. But you can see on either side of the wall what seems to be a solid set of oak doors that just seem to, in like almost like very particular order, just seem to just go on that whole 100 feet. It's fairly bland presentation. Yeah, that's what you see.
All right. Magic stops magic from looking in. Figure that out, I guess. A lot more doors to check, though.
Is some kind of dimensional magic, I guess. Like a bag of holding, but a building.
Is that spell divination?
I don't know. I don't study divination.
The one you just used.
Oh, yes.
Maybe it blocks divination magic.
Maybe.
Be absolutely honest, I really don't like checking all these rooms.
Yeah, let's just go up.
Yeah, we'll just have to hope we're not missing anything.
Okay. You quickly close the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Could you imagine we open hundreds of doors? They're all empty.
It's not
Every-
hundreds. There's probably maybe like 16 in total.
That's still a lot of rooms. to
It's still a lot of
check.
rooms, yeah.
Yeah.
But there's no actual map for it, so it'd just be like, oh, I want to check the rooms.
Why is this sock so hard?
So yeah, you close the east door. Don't want to check any of the other rooms.
I guess the only other room I think would be worthwhile even opening would be the laboratory. I personally think that'd be the only other room worth. The aviary, I don't feel like deal with any birds. To the lab.
We don't know
Uh,
if there are birds in the aviary.
Look, I mean that's just a logical step.
You'd have to
That's-
you'd have
There
to go
could
and
be
check.
other flying creatures in the aviary.
Birds, bats, griffins, anything with wings. I don't want to deal
Yeah.
with it, man. I,
Pterodactyls.
you know what I'm
What
saying?
if there were just dinosaurs in here?
Oh shit, that's a whole fucking dragon. You know, I don't got time. I don't got time for this today.
We don't have the spell slots for that.
Um, sure, but honestly, yeah, I think the lab would be the best.
Science.
Yeah, so I think open up the door to laboratory before
Okay.
we go, yeah, just to see what's in there.
Opening it up, you see a slightly similar type of hallway, much less rooms. You see there's what seems to be two sets of rooms on each side of the hall. It only stretches maybe about good 60 feet. Doors spaced well off. And then dead at the far end of the hall, there's another door. Each one made of this nice wood. You see almost like a slightly translucent like glass pane is put up. So you can like kind of see through, but not too much. Um, I'd say with even a decent like dark vision, you do note that the room on the far left and the room on the close right both seem to have like elements of some type of spatter across the glass. But other than that, that's all you can see.
How dark is it in here?
As the door opens, there's like slight little bluish like magical lights every so often. This chamber itself has the chandelier, so it's casting off a nice bright light. But the labs are a bit dim. So are the dorms as well.
All right, much less doors. I'll look through one of the pane. I'll look through the panes on the right door.
Okay. Like it's slightly translucent, so you can just like as you get closer, it is clear just splatter across the door. The glass on this pane. With the light, make a medicine check
Okay.
as you've gotten close and can kind of.
Medicine. Not my best stat.
10. It's some type of long dried substance, but that clearly at one point splatted against this wall of this window. Looking through the glass itself, it's hard to make out much shape. You can see like elements of looks maybe like desks or tables or something like that. It's hard to tell.
All right. Something splattered. So bad experiments or I don't know. Big splatter though.
Make a nature check, Senti. I mean medicine check. Sorry.
It
12.
oh,
Not much better. It's hard to place. It's definitely it was some sort of congealed liquid. Slight reddish tint to it. It's hard to place it.
Damn. I think
I
it's a
wanted-
healing potion. I think it's a
God,
healing-
and you got that. You rolled a 2.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. That's
Yeah,
sad.
That wasn't that wasn't our best roll.
No, it's not.
I just have such a bad feeling if I open this door, something's gonna attack me, and I don't feel like it.
I might be able to sense if there's undead or something behind it. If you want me to.
That would be amazing.
Yep. Then I'll use a divine sense. See if there's any undead or fiends.
What's the range on that?
60 feet.
60 feet. You don't
So
get
you-
any undead.
Okay, cool.
Uh,
Any
hmm.
fiends?
No. No fiends.
Celestials? I don't know. I'm just...
No celestials.
Go
I
start
have
going
a
down the
feeling that
list.
whatever is behind here might be mechanical.
Or a monstrosity. Or slime.
Any of those.
Yeah. Alright. Caution to the
Ooh.
wind.
I want to step back. I know this doesn't do anything because there's no map, but
Alrighty. And I open a door.
Yeah, you open the door. Immediately, as you do so, a smell hits your nose. It's very acidic, whatever is in this room.
God
Um,
damn.
Immediately, what you see is, a semi-small laboratory space. You see elements of different workshop tables, and like these long, like strange alchemical devices, and off into the essentially off to your right side, you would see what seems to be like a desk, partially like just destroyed, seemingly just like the left side of it is just bent down towards the ground. Pretty much the left side is gone, and now it's just the middle that is just sunk into the floor. You see what seems to be a very nice plush chair that probably some sort of teacher or like lab instructor would have probably sat at, is currently again. Actually, this one is just like barely left. You see whatever elements of this chair is left is literally the right side of it, as it is just dissolved beyond belief. The stonework itself, as you look directly in front of you, is pockmarked, and clearly there was an accident in this lab. As you see, many of the bottles have all fallen in. Seems during the fall of the city, something spilled, and is just eating away the entire front half of this room. The fact that the door isn't not gone is probably a miracle.
Horus enchanted.
Or that, yes.
Yeah. Alright, well. Experiment gone bad. I don't see any bodies in here or anything, do I?
No, not in this room.
So basically just a destroyed room.
Yeah, you get the sense that whatever spilled in this room is what caused the stuff on the window.
Alright, not really much in here. I'm just gonna close this just in case.
You don't even want to search the room?
Know what? Sure. Know what? Fuck it. Let's do it.
Okay.
And I'll take the guidance.
Make an investigation check.
Do this. Ah, look at that. Oh,
Okay.
25.
Yes.
5. Roll me a d4.
Oh shit! What the fuck did I find?
4.
That nat 20 doesn't feel so good anymore.
Roll me 2 d20s.
2d20s.
Yes.
Oh, what the fuck have I done? Wait, wow! Why is always
Wow.
reading numbers?
Oh my goodness.
Interesting. You find 4 potions of vitality.
Oh wow!
Okay.
As exploring the room, you find one section of lab equipment in the far right of the room that, when it fell, didn't fully break, and you find 4 like solid potions that have lasted through the ages here.
Oh my. I don't even know which one that is actually.
It removes exhaustion.
Ooh,
If you're
Red Bull.
yeah, essentially. Um, Also, you regain for the next 24 hours after you take it. You gain maximum number of hit die for any hit die you spend.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's fantasy Red Bull. Uh, Clearly, one of these mages during their lab time he was just making crack.
He's just making crack. Oh,
Yep, go Walter White.
Those
Oh.
listen, those overnight shifts take it out of you.
Need something to get you up in the evenings.
Mm-hmm. That's really good luck, honestly.
Wow, okay.
Yeah,
Well, now I'll close the door.
yeah.
That was a good find. Good find. All right. See, now it seems like checking the rooms is a good idea. Guidance is lucky. um. All right. What's in the? I'll check the window of the left door now.
So you go to the far back door.
Wait. I thought it was a door on the right and the left.
Yeah. So
That-
essentially, the one on close to you on the right had the stain on the glass, and the one to the far end on the left.
The one on the left didn't have the little window.
Um, so there's sorry. Essentially, there's 4 doors, 2 on each side, and then the door dead in the center of the end of the hall. And so each door does have windows and glass. It's all like the same glossy glass effect, so you can kind of see into the room, but not fully. And then
Yeah.
only 2 of the doors had like the strange substance on the windows, which is.
Okay.
I'll just kind of draw it out, I guess. So then you had. This is a normal room, seemingly normal room, normal room. And then,
Oh. Okay. Then the circles on the. Okay. Okay.
yeah, and then you just have this, and then where you guys all came from is like this spot. So it's just like a hallway. At the very end, there's a room, and you have 4 rooms, 2 on each side.
Oh, right. All right. So the first one I checked was the lower right red one.
Yes.
Okay. Um. I will. Does anyone else want to check a room? I don't want to be hogging up all the time. All right. Since you
Okay.
said she's checking the room.
Which room do you wish to view? The closest would probably be directly across from this room. So this would be the first one on the left.
Yeah.
I'll actually mark them green when you finish them. Just to have some sort of indication. This is all theater of the mind. There's a lot. So walking up to that door, there's really nothing on the glass there. Do you just walk in? I'm assuming you just walk in at this point. So, upon opening the door, make a perception check, Senti. Senti? Yeah, can you make a perception check? You're good. Yes, perception. Yeah, you can guide yourself. $16. Upon opening the door to this chamber, immediately you see a slightly similar room, except this seems to be more of like an examination room. You see two of these long tables with the instruments all set up. You do see the desk right behind them, close to the back wall. But directly beyond these tables, at the back of the room, is what seems to be almost like a seated gallery. You can see the seats go up about 5 rows, and then spread out to about, I'd say, 10 seats each. Seems that individuals would take exams here or examine others doing certain labs with a more everyone being there setting. Everyone would be watching you essentially. Doesn't seem to be anything untoward in this room. There's no spilled acidic compound like in the previous room, but you haven't fully explored it yet. If you want to explore it, make an investigation check for science.
Put your fingers in a dead body.
Guidance already. 20.
Ooh, nice.
Okay. Upon investigating the room, while there was seemingly no active lab, like the other one, where individuals were stuck in this place, it seems there are some leftovers from some previous event that happened in this chamber. You are able to find a single, what looks to be small book bag owned by one of the apprentices here very, very long time ago. Roll a d20 for me. $16. Okay, and roll a d100. 62. Okay. You find some interesting items located within this chamber. In the book bag, you find a small, actually not small pouch. You find a sizable pouch of 62 gold pieces. Seems whatever mage left this in this chamber misplaced a decent amount of wealth. Additionally, within the book bag, you find what seems to be a rolled up, almost like slightly crumpled scroll. Upon opening it, you immediately see clear draconic runes and other elements of a magic scroll. Yeah, that's all that's left in that room. Yes. This is a scroll of... Let me find it again. Literally just had it. Dragon's Breath.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, that scroll will be perfect for Chad.
Oh, there you go. If only he could use it.
I mean, he has a mouth.
But does he have to be able to read the scroll?
Well, you touch one willing creature and imbue it with the power to spew magical energy from its mouth. You can turn Chad. Oh, you can choose any.
Any element,
Any
any dragon
element.
element.
Yeah. Yeah, you can turn Chad into a anything like a poison breathing little boy.
What's the spell? Isn't it Awaken? I think is the one where you could turn a beast and make him intelligent. I think that was the spell. We had to find a way to do that to Chad.
5th level. I think it's only, yeah.
It just requires like a really specific gemstone.
No intelligence score or an intelligence of 3 or less. What type of gemstone does it need? An agate worth 1,000 gold.
1,000, yeah. We're
Man.
gonna meet.
That's how much it costs to make an awakened tree?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's very expensive.
For only 59 hit points?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta think how much a tree would see.
Yeah.
That's a lot of info a tree could the tree gonna have all the tea.
He would.
You would not believe who was under here kissing underneath my branches. You know. Honestly, oh
Yeah,
man.
he does have an intelligence of 1, so Chad would be perfect for that spell.
Oh goodness. Okay. Do we want to continue on, guys? We got 3 more rooms.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I can check out the next door.
Okay, which door do you choose?
Is the red door like special in any way?
That is one of the other ones that has like some sort of like splash across the glass, some type of substances currently on the glass.
Okay, yeah, I'll check that one out.
Okay. You walk up. Do you just open it?
Yeah, I'll just slowly open it.
Okay, you slowly begin to open it, and you immediately hear and also see like slight little drips of something, some type of liquid beginning to leak out into the hallway.
Is it like a lot of liquid coming out, or just like very little?
It's a little bit. It's not like a torrent. You don't feel any like super pressure, but like you just note that there's liquid about.
Yep, I guess I'll just jump back a little bit. And it's like, there's a bunch of liquid coming out of this room.
Is what's coming from underneath the door?
It's just like leaking out from when the door is open. It just starts leaking.
Oh. Like the room is filled type of leaking, or
Not filled to the brim, but
but like it has like a little layer of liquid at the bottom.
There's a layer of liquid near the bottom.
As it comes out, can we identify the liquid?
Make a nature check.
Yeah, that ain't help.
It's
that way.
Reddish in color. Not too.
We cannot identify these.
It's not like super congealed.
Can I help whoever tries next? If anyone tries next,
Do you want to make one next?
I
Do you want to walk up to the door and check?
I don't know. Is Cinti gonna do it? Because if Cinti's gonna do it, I'll help Cinti instead.
Hop on her back. What do you think that is?
I'm sure Cinti could carry me.
I'm pretty sure she can. Warforged. They got power, baby.
I just say because I get a +4 and Cinti gets a +3. A +10, not +3.
Wait, you have a 23 strength. How do you have a 23 strength?
The
Oh, right. I forgot. Yo, Cinti's power arming out here.
Oh my god.
yeah.
Cinti, you gotta start wielding weapons.
I forgot all about that, yo.
Yeah, Senti should start meleeing with us.
Oh my god. Too many melee party members.
Oh man, that's wonderful.
I love this. Yeah, Cinti can definitely carry me. Oh yeah.
Okay, all right. So,
So,
So it's-
liquid.
yes. Do you all want to continue opening this door?
well,
Let's try to identify the liquid first.
yeah,
I think
Cinti's attempting to identify the liquid. If at all possible, I would like to help her.
it was a nature check, Cinti.
Yeah. So,
Oh, Cinti.
And you have advantage.
Thank God.
you do have advantage.
Whew.
16.
Guidance for 18.
18 is enough to note that it's strange. There is definitely elements of blood in it, but it's more liquid, and you get the sense that it's been mixed with other liquid.
Vampire soup.
Probably for a long time.
Ew.
Blech.
A blood broth.
Like I said, vampire soup.
Yeah.
That's
Never want to hear vampire soup again.
good soup.
Why not?
Someone comes in. What is this? It's tomato soup.
Gourmet.
All right. Well, that's disgusting. But
Really bad.
do we want to look into this?
I mean, I'd open the door if there was like a box we could stand on.
I cannot make a box. It's a straight stone. I cannot do that.
With your stone walls, couldn't you?
They're 10 by. They're like they're feet long.
Can you not place them horizontally?
How do we open the door?
Could you just make a long line of like a foot tall wall, just spanning the entire chamber?
I'll say it like this. If you're willing to allow me to do that creatively, sure. But that's just not what the spell says.
I know. I'm just now imagining like mini walls just showing up.
At
Oh,
the
hilarious.
at the most, they're 3 inches thick, and even then, they still gotta be at least 10 foot long in one dimension. So
Yeah, we're like in a hallway, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
10 foot behind us.
The
And stack a couple of them on top of each other.
how wide is the hall? Because if it's 10 foot,
know.
that's gonna block the door.
The hall's like it's decent size. I think it's like 20 feet.
So it won't block the door.
Okay. Now the question is, I want to use my spell slot for this.
No.
uh,
Absolutely not. I'll answer that for you.
You don't speak for me. Cast the spell now.
This is all reverse
Okay.
psychology.
All right. Fuck it. Watch out! I'll open the damn door.
Can I? I'm
Honestly,
not wearing boots.
actually, I was about to say, I take my boots off. Someone hold these
Really?
for me.
You want it to touch your socks?
No, bare feet.
You want it to? Okay, you you have so many blisters on your feet.
I mean, it's better than socks. I don't know if you start walking out into a vampire soup with socks on, you're doing something wrong.
You know what I'm saying? It's okay, guys. I got this.
Gamesh has lost his mind. Okay, like, I'll hold your shoes, but you'd really rather it touch your bare feet?
I'm really just thinking of the smell. Look, the pain. I think I'll be all right. I've been through some shit at this point.
You realize I can just clean them.
Right. Give me back the boots. I forgot about that shit. Oh my gosh. All right, I put my boots back on. then I'll...
Unnecessary sacrifice.
You're about to lose your toes, Gamesh, over smell. Like...
You're gonna get gangrene.
All right, boots back on. I open the door, man.
Okay, you swing the door open. You immediately see this liquid just begins to like slightly pour over the lip and starts moving itself down the hallway. It's not oppressive by any means. This is probably, in all reality, only a few inches of water, and you're only losing maybe a half inch of water as it just begins to slowly seep its way into the halls. The thing that catches you off guard is the sight of the room is a catastrophe. The immediate thing you note is the entire room is, well, I should say, the glass on the inside of the door is most certainly blood. That is long spewed across the glass there. The room itself seems to just be a field of green. Whatever semblance of, furniture was once in this room is gone, as all you see is a about 3 foot high off the ground rolling field of moss. In the very far back corner, you can see where it almost like tangles up the corner wall, and you see a large pink flower that almost like heaves as if it's breathing. Another thing you note is that, this 3 foot tall wave of moss as it just coasts through the room, you can see the roots and the vines underneath it where it had pressed up against the door. And currently you see 2 almost petrified bodies. You see what seems to be a young man, probably in his like early 20s. You see he has like a satchel strewn over one shoulder. His skin is tight all the way close to his face. You see bluish veins. This human is not alive. All the moisture has just been drained from their body as they're currently suspended with what looks to be large vines tangled out through their ears, one through one of his eyes. You see his mouth has like a little tiny flower in the center of it. And next to him seems to be a very similar visage of a young lady, who both of these individuals, whoever else is in this room, are dead. They have long become plant fodder.
Cinti. What the fuck is that? I hope you didn't do this. This is pretty gruesome looking. But, what is that thing?
Yeah, you kind of step in to look, and you see this visage. Make probably a history check.
Ooh. We have Barrick's inspiration. Remember that? So you get a D4 and a D6 if you wish.
An 8.
I think,
Personally,
she's, I think she's about to use her. Well, that's her guidance. I don't know if she's going to use Belik's inspiration. Oh, 13.
okay. With a 13, um, it is clearly a large carnivorous plant of some sort. It has most clearly been just dwelling in this room, feeding on however many people it has trapped underneath these long roots of moss. You can just like as you like bend down to look, you can see almost like an underworld where you just see these little like tiny like plant tendrils that just seem to span the entire bottom of the room, and it's clear there's many bodies in here. Don't fully know what the creature could be, but it's clearly something.
This is. I vote that we close the door.
Yeah. Is the plant used for anything? Because they're a
Is it?
study. I don't know. I mean, because that's obviously the thing of note in the room. Is the plant.
I mean,
Fair dear.
if we can.
You begin to notice, just out of the corner of your eyes, you're like kind of peeking in on this whole situation. What looks to be like 6 different small little flowers just begin to like almost like slowly are coasting, snaking their way through the moss.
No, no.
Oh, wonderful.
Continue on with your conversation.
Are you gonna share?
Yeah, I'll point that out. Some important information.
Now my vote is a really on shutting the door.
Seer, you begin to hear a
Yeah.
voice enter your head.
Oh no.
Please don't. I won't harm you. I just want to know what you are.
Severe trust issues. Can I close the door?
Yeah, you shut the door. Make a strength check for me, please.
Oh no, oh no, 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 no. Are you ready for this? Oh, that's not bad!
You slam the door, and as you do so, 6 large flower-tipped vines just slam into the door, into the glass. You just hear this clattering sound as clearly this thing was gearing up to attack and pull people in. And you just shut the door in time to not, be pulled into this room with this creature. Also, you shut it in time before it gets a chance to break out and keep the door open.
I had an interruption, so I didn't hear all that, but I'm guessing the plant was trying to kill us. So,
Yes.
The plant spoke into my brain to try to get me to not shut the door. But it chose the wrong person because I have severe trust issues.
and then this is the one time Sierra really jumped into action with some muscle. She's like, no.
Yeah. You know those situations where you like panic and like your adrenaline gives you superhuman strength.
For that mere instant, Sierra was the strongest person in the group.
Yeah. She's like, I'm not dying.
Okay.
Self-preservation helps, guys.
All right. So leave the plant.
Yeah.
Leave the plant. Gotcha.
No one ever. Should we like leave a note on the door, like so no one ever opens it again?
Know what? That actually might help. Uh, and I'll use. I think this. I think mold earth should work. I don't think it. Oh no, it lasts for 1 hour. Never mind.
I have ink.
That can work too.
I am a wizard.
That's fair. that's fair. If only my things didn't just last for 1 hour.
Like, ink won't last forever.
Or until it's smeared. Anyway. Long enough for us to leave. As
Yeah.
long as it
Like,
needs
if
to last.
anyone else, like, happens to forget which door has the spooky plant in it.
No, as she writes the note, we'll just double up. I'll still cast mold earth next to the stone next to the door and just put like a skull into the
Okay.
as I put it right above the door. It's a skull. I think that gets the idea across.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Do you think we should barricade it too, so it can't get out at any point?
Maybe.
'Cause I feel like at some point I might break open the door.
I think these doors are enchanted. Otherwise, he would have been got out.
True. This is true.
But I guess we could.
Can never be too safe.
I could send it to the elemental plane of fire.
Huh?
I could send it to the elemental plane of fire. I got 1/5 level spell slot left.
What happens to a plant when it goes into the plane of fire?
I don't know. Let's see if Darwinism is really all that amazing in the Faerun. I mean, not Faerun, but in in Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. Can this plant survive?
Can he
Find
pass on
out
his?
next time.
Can he pass on his genes?
Yeah. What kind of weird demonic, not demonic, but what kind of weird plant hybrids will occur?
Oh, that would be terrible.
I know, right?
A fire-resistant plant that can eat people.
Oh.
That'd be a little scary.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is actually really scary. Generally, plants burn.
Yeah.
Like their
Or at least
whole
they-
thing.
Or at least they need hydration. I don't think of this plant survives off sulfur.
Yeah. Oh, plant. Oh, that'd be kind of cool though. Fucking carnivorous plant that lives like.
In a volcanic area.
Yeah.
Oh, Graham, no ideas.
Oh
I'm listening.
no.
Okay. All right. I guess we'll just go to the room across the hall.
Okay. Who opens that door?
Fuck it. Does this one have a window? No.
Yeah, they all do. It's like
Okay.
the similar like frosted glass look.
Yeah. I'll peek in.
From the sense of it, this room seems longer. Rather than like going back far, it seems like wider almost. You see elements of desks. There's definitely no I mean, none of you were really able to investigate the previous room through the glass due to the colored blood on it. But clearly, it doesn't look like there's any large plant growth here. Looks like a room.
This one looks ordinary. Those are the most dangerous ones.
Yeah, then you're not expecting what'll come out at you.
All right. I still
Also, I'm
have.
sorry if y'all can hear my dog.
I honestly I didn't hear him to just now.
He's whining very quietly in the back.
He's
So
okay.
you still playing? All right. Have Stone's durability up. I'll open the door.
Okay, make a strength saving throw.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's just a joke. That's a joke.
Oh, I'm about to.
You open the door, looking in. This seems to be some sort of probably like one of the rooms that would probably be turned into like a testing site of sorts. You see rows and rows of desks that line a pretty narrow, you know, relatively narrow room. It's still like 20 feet width. Just goes back about maybe 40, 45 feet or so. Many different desks all down that line. You see a large chalkboard seemingly on your left side as you enter. A large desk near that side as well. Nothing untoward. Nothing really sticks out towards you at the moment.
Is there?
This is like a classroom.
Yeah. Is there anything written on the chalkboard?
At this point, probably not.
Hmm.
Can
I
I
guess-
go
go ahead.
look at the desk right like next to the chalkboard?
Yeah. You want to make an investigation check?
I do.
Okay.
$28.
28.
Whew.
Clearly, this is definitely a desk of some sort of magical teacher.
Oh.
You find probably 300 gold worth of magical paper. Paper used
Wow.
in the magical process of, spell books.
That's useful for me.
You would also probably find a decent chunk of chalk as well.
Ooh, you might need that.
Found my room. Oh my god.
Let me. You would find 2 sets of rare chalks, and inks that are infused with precious gems. So there'd be 100 gold worth of Teleportation Circle chalk.
This room was made for me.
It's almost like wizards were in here or something.
Yeah.
Who would have thunk it? All right, well. While you're having fun in here, I'll go to the door at the end.
Okay.
Splitting the party, I see.
Only by like 10 feet.
For now.
Go through the door. Oh no, in a different plane of existence. I'll look through the
You go
window
to
on
the
this door.
abyss.
Looking through this room is probably. It seems to be slightly bigger than a lot of the other rooms you've been in.
Okay.
You can kind of tell that there's almost like some sort of divot and something going up.
Up. Okay. How up are you talking?
It's almost like it's just like a vague like shape of like almost like side seating, like some sort of amphitheater.
Okay. Let's open the door.
Okay. Opening the door, you immediately see a very well lit, nice room. You can see the edges of it show to be what looks essentially to be like almost like a stadium seating that kind of like wraps around the left, right, and then goes and meets in the middle towards the back of the room. Um, just below it, you can see what seems like a slight railing section that seems to enclose um, essentially a place for the teacher to talk to the students, but also in the dead center of that room, you see a large familiar circle just implanted in the center of it. So clearly, this, the seating is built around a teleportation circle, where lectures could be had surrounding it.
Oh, this is
Um,
just like a field day for Seer.
yeah.
What was it?
Teleportation circle.
Hell yeah! Oh my god.
You,
Yeah.
yeah.
And what? Okay.
You feel like you feel very optimistic about this room.
All right. So there's so it's just so it's the circle, then the seats that go up.
Yeah, and there's a desk on basically just to your right as you've entered the room, just like almost dead center. And then there's like there's a slight incline towards a stage, then that goes down towards the teleportation circle, and the seats wrap around and just kind of have like a slight railing to show off. Raising the seats themselves probably about 15 feet above the teleportation circle.
Okay. I guess let's just start looking through the desk.
Okay. You head off to the desk. Make an investigation check for me.
Investigation. Ooh.
9. There's clearly some decent stuff here. Just walking over to the desk, you immediately see whoever had this desk, and whoever's room this was, whoever's office, essentially. They decorated it nicely. You can see what seems like almost a golden quill in a nice, very nice like inkwell. You can see different elements of very very nice knickknacks seem to collect around the desk every so often. You do see something that piques your interest.
Ooh.
You
Would it?
dead set on the middle of the desk is a book and clearly reads the history of Graylin.
Oh. I grabbed that.
Okay.
No, this might actually have something I'm looking for.
What's your passive perception?
Nothing noteworthy. I tell you that.
Okay.
12.
12. Yeah, you pick up the book, and upon like just picking it up, it feels weird.
Like weight wise, texture wise.
Texture wise,
Hmm.
what is everyone else doing?
There's nothing to steal, I don't think.
I mean, you investigated the desk only. There could be more in that other room that you were in.
Yeah, I'll look through. I'll look through the desks in the room that I'm in.
Yeah. So you're busy looking at the desk.
Yeah.
So Mabehi, if you want, you can be searching the same room with Seer.
And the book feels weird.
Yeah, make an investigation check. Senti, Belric, what are you, and Faraday, what are you two doing?
Yeah,
about-
I'll be with them. I'll just look around there.
In the room that Sear's in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Probably head to the room Gamesh is in.
Okay. Mabeki, you're able to find, you find what seems to be a couple student packs left within the room. You in total find 11 gold pieces. Spread throughout, a couple different satchels that seemingly were left in a hurry. So Belric, you're in the room with Gamesh. You immediately notice that written on the chalkboard behind Gamesh, where Gamesh is at the desk, you kind of take a look, and immediately you see what seems to be the previous discussion left on the chalkboard within this room. Immediately taking a look and reading at it, it seems to be discussing the places of the Pantheon. And you can see your deity, Milil, is in there. It kind of takes your interest in you when you see that.
Yeah, I'll try to get any more details, like details underneath like each god or something.
Yeah, so you begin investigating right next to Gamesh.
I'll be opening the book while everyone's doing what they're doing.
Yeah. So you open up the book, as people are off in the other room. You hear Belric walk up behind you, and just feeling that the book is like off. You kind of open it up. The first page, it's empty. You flip 2 more pages, it's empty.
Keep on flipping.
Yeah, you start rapidly flipping through this book, expecting to find something. Like you felt so confident about this room, and this book is empty. And you kind of like get mad. You toss it back under the desk, and you look back on it, and you just see a worn down, broken leather book. Seemingly some old, just decayed journal, and you just see streams of just like flaky paper that you just scattered all across the desk without even noticing. And then you hear something. Some weird sound above you.
I look up.
And in that moment, you see 4 tentacles just shoot out of nowhere from the very space above you. The room suddenly dims and shifts, as this is not what this room looks like. So 2 attacks against each of you.
Damn it!
With advantage, because both of you are surprised. As this happens, Belric, the image on the chalkboard fades. So I'm going to go with... I'm going to start off with Gamesh. Gamesh was the first one in the room. That is going to be 18 to hit without advantage. With advantage, that is going to be a 22 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. I'm just going to roll damage for this first. You're going to take 8 points of bludgeoning damage. You are grappled. And you are pulled upwards.
Okay.
You are grappled and restrained. Your speed becomes 0.
Okay.
The second attack against me.
No, do I have a reaction at all?
No, this is a surprise.
This is a surprise round. Even with advantage, it's only a 10 to hit for the second attack.
Woo.
So you, in this moment, as being lifted up, you immediately begin like straining to get out of this restrained, as these tentacles just lift you into the air. So Belric, 2 attacks with advantage. That's horrible. That's a 15 to hit for the first one. And that's going to only be a 19 to hit
Oh, both miss.
So you just feel something strike your arm. I rolled 2 natural ones, one for each of those die. Even with advantage, it was not good. You just feel like a hefty hit against your arm. You quickly turn around, raise your shield in time to see this large tentacle of some sort of pseudopod just slam against the shield. All of you in the other room just hear this loud clanging sound. I'm gonna need all of you to roll initiative, please, as combat has begun.
Oh, Graham, that you sneaky. God damn it, dog. Did you ever take the gold that you collected out from the bank? Like, did you actually remove it from your character sheet? Didn't didn't I'm not sure. I'm really not sure actually.
So like I said, I don't have a map for this, as I didn't, I don't want to prepare so many maps in case they don't get used. So this is all going to be in theater of the mind. Just so you all know.
Wow, you don't have 500 maps at all times.
No,
Immersion
they
broken.
take
I'm
time.
disappointed.
Emotion broke.
They take a lot of time. Whoa, rolled terrible for its initiative. But immediately you see the room shifts and changes, and immediately the walls are slimy. The very ceiling and roof of this building just seems to be connected by strange elements of brownish sinew. As you see this creature for the first time, Belric and Gamesh, a large, strange entity with 4 long tendrils that stretch below its body. You see a large gaping maw, no mouth. Oh, sorry, no eyes on this creature, just empty void of a hunger. As this is what you see. As the whole room was an illusion. To get you interested.
Oh, fucker.
So making sure everyone rolled initiative. I think we're missing Seer.
Ah, my bad.
You're good. And then
I thought I did, and then I guess I didn't. Oh, nice.
Okay, let me just get Alan up. He doesn't have many spells left, but he can still do something. Oh, he has a +2 to that. Nice. Good job, Alan. Okay. Starting off the initiative order, Mebehi, you are currently... let me try and space this out correctly. Even though this is on this map. Quickly turn that grid on. So, right now, Gamesh is currently being grappled and restrained by this entity. Belric is just next to him. Let me move you guys over. So essentially, they are both near the desk wall of this large chamber. The door would be right there. And the rest of you are currently in another room. So your door would probably be there and downward. So, I believe most of you are currently in this room. Seer's at a desk opposite the wall, technically. Becky's just finished up looting. Senti, I believe, is nearest to you. And I think Faradir was in that room as well. I'm just going to say Olin is as well. So, the initiative kicks off. You all begin to hear from one of the other rooms what sounds like a hefty slap against metal. You hear like slight scraping sound as something hard scrapes along it, and then it stops for a moment. What do you do, Mebehi? Okay, yeah, you can move your token. You also, if you want, you can just use your action to dash and move another 15 feet, since you are over encumbered. Yeah, so there is a door here. I'll mark that in orange. Just to help with the theater of the mind. And a door here. Okay. So movement. Seer,
Yes.
what are you doing?
Well, I'm assuming I can hear the commotion in the next room.
Yeah, you hear what sounds like metal being attacked. You've probably heard it a lot, especially with teeth clanging against metal. You've probably heard that a decent bit.
Oh, there's so many miles. Hang on. My mother is calling me.
Okay. We can probably skip to Belric then. Belric. So just so you know, this room is not anything like I previously described. This room is very similar to many of the other rooms you've been in. It is a small, short laboratory room that is more wide than anything. The ceiling is approximately 10 feet above you. Actually, probably another 15 feet above you. And you see this creature is, 5 feet down. Actually, it's a large creature, so 10 feet down, hanging. And then it has extended reach. You see these long tentacles hanging from the ceiling.
Okay, sorry about that.
Okay. Yeah, what do you wish to do, Seer?
I just want to go as far as I can towards the sound of the commotion.
Easy enough. I believe you're, if you want to dash, you can move 60 feet.
Yeah, okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I'm assuming each square is 5 feet.
Yes, it is. For this, sake of a fight, it is.
Yeah, I'm not going to trust the ruler.
Yeah, when it says 40 miles, it's not real.
We were walking 40 miles in one space.
Change
6
miles.
seconds.
Change miles to feet.
Okay, hang on.
Maybe. That might not even work, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So anything else from you, Seer?
no, that was my action.
Okay. So
Dash.
technically, at the um, right after your turn on initiative count 20, something happens.
Ah.
Belric, make a wisdom saving throw. Okay. You looking up towards this creature as you've turned around as after it just attacked you, you see it like shimmer and disappears from your view. You cannot see it. Now is your turn.
Can I still see Gamesh?
Technically, yes. The creature is, for all intents and purposes, invisible right now.
I'm just going to try and get Gamesh out of that grapple.
Okay. Contested strength check, man.
Is it strength or athletics?
I think it can be athletics. It's either or. Yeah, you go and like leap onto the tentacle and you go to try and pull it off. Nothing. This tentacle is held firm. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. At the end of your turn, it's going to use a legendary action, and it's going to bite Gamesh in its hands. So you see the tentacle just pulls Gamesh up, and it just chomps on him. That's with advantage. It is only a 15.
Oh gosh, okay.
Your skin is tougher than it expected and is not easily able to consume you at this point. That's the end of its legendary action. Olin hears the commotion. Will also run. So 5, 10. He'll bust in through the door. He can see it, technically. Let's see. What can he do? What can he do? Yeah, you're too close to it. He's just going to firebolt it. Which misses. Firebolt streaks off to the side. Gamesh.
Okay. Damn. This is a predicament. Shit. I can use. All right. I guess how you use my action to. Damn. I'll use the Terran Fist.
Okay.
Wait. Let me make sure this is. I got an idea for the spell properly. See, that one's an action though. Damn it. Yeah, know what? Fuck it. Terran Fist.
Okay.
Disadvantage because I'm restrained. Ah, 25.
That hits.
All right, for 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, not bad, not bad.
And then I'll quicken spell,
Okay.
and I'll cast minute meteors.
Okay.
Third level, so I just get 6 of those. And I'll just chuck the first 2 at it. Without
Okay.
hitting myself in the process.
Yeah. Makes his dex save.
Yeah, 2. You're gonna need 2 of them.
So that's a 9 and an 11.
All right.
So failure on both.
So it'll be 10 points of fire damage and then 7 points of fire damage.
So 17 points. Not bad. 17 and 17. Consistent damage.
Yeah, consistent. That'll have to end my turn.
Okay. Yeah, it's taken some beating at this point. On the end of your go, yeah, it's gonna bite you again. At least try.
Yeah.
So I'm rolling terribly. Oh, that's gonna hit. Yeah, it's like a 24.
Yeah, that hits.
We finally get a nice little hit in. That's you're gonna take 27 points of piercing damage as you're brought up to the mouth of this creature, and it just begins to chomp onto you. A Faradir.
Okay, so you said this thing is invisible?
It is invisible to Belric.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, everyone else can see it, besides Belric.
Would I have to go through here to be able to get to it?
Yes, it is in a different room than you.
Ah,
Yeah, you have to go into the hallway and then come back in. Yeah, that's really the issue.
okay. So I guess I will just use my action to dash and get up to it,
Okay.
and maybe, hopefully, I will draw some attacks.
Okay. The end. Yeah, it's gonna save that last one for now. Senti, it is your turn. What you doing?
You wouldn't get stuck in the doorway. But to make it to the other room, you'd have to dash.
Yeah, you'd be stuck like right on the very end if you wanted to like try and use your action. It would have cover on ranged things.
Oh no, oh yeah, she would have sight though.
Yeah, you can see it technically if you get into the doorway.
Yeah, I gauged. I thought you'd be one square back. No, you'd be right there at the door.
Yeah. Con save. Okay. That's a failure. Frostbite. Okay. Still. Nine damage is nothing to scoff at. Okay. Anything else from you?
I think natural weapons count as weapon attacks.
I think they do. Okay. The end of your go, Ganesh, you hear in your head,
You taste delicious, but let's get this meal to go.
it's going to use a last legendary action, and it teleports 60 feet. So that's skewed. So 5, 10. So you and him travel there. As you just teleport into the hallway behind Senti.
Oh shit!
That's his legendary action. On his turn, he gains all of his legendary actions.
He did 27 points of damage.
Yes.
Was Belric within 10 feet of me when he did that?
He would have been.
All right, then I'm cool because that would have been the 13. Yeah, so that's 14. So I'm good. Still got my spell.
So with that, oh yeah, he's definitely going to do that. He's going to try and bite you again, since you're already in his mouth. That's 20. 26 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
I'm sorry. So that's 23 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
A tentacle is going to attack for Seer and Senti. Seer, it's 26 to hit.
You know what? That does hit, surprisingly.
I did forget. I'm gonna re-roll for Gamesh. I did forget your the next weapon attack had disadvantage technically. Well, actually no. So that was a bite attack, and he had advantage on it.
Yeah, so it would have been a straight roll.
Straight roll. Okay. I almost forgot about it. I'm glad I remembered. So 26 hits Seer, and then Senti is only a 10 to hit. So that one misses. But Seer, you're going to take 13 points of bludgeoning damage. You were grappled and restrained as you were brought and pulled 5 feet towards the creature. So now you're technically above Senti.
Yikes. What does being restrained mean? How does this affect me?
Your speed is 0. Attack rolls against you have advantage, and your attack rolls have disadvantage, and you have disadvantage on dex saves.
Ooh,
So yeah, you're just like wrapped up in one of these long tendrils. It just brings you up next to it.
Okay.
It's having a lovely time.
Yeah. Senti's using her spores as her reaction.
Okay. That is a 16.
Oh, that's a failure, I'm pretty sure.
It is 17 DC.
Nice.
Senti is super wise. Truly, the best thing about wisdom.
Is how you can kill people with it.
There you go. No more wise ways to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're always going to be the wisest person in the room if you're the only one alive.
Yeah.
Ah, facts.
That's the end of its go. Mbehi.
We're going to need one of your assassin one of your rogue crits right now. That'd be so helpful.
Yeah, you can move to the doorway, and you see this large creature is currently just holding two of your allies. You see it's just taking a chomp out of Gamesh, and it looks like it really wants to take a bite out of Seer.
Well, haha. We'll see about that.
Remember, you already have advantage, so you don't have to use. So you might as well hide.
We're
after.
beside this thing.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Yeah, you probably want to hide after this.
Yeah.
All right, come on. We need one of your super crits.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
15 misses.
Okay.
You strike towards this creature, but seeing your ally is so close to it, you just aim a little off, and you see this entity just able to dodge out of the way of the arrow. And you hear in your head,
Don't worry, I'll eat you soon.
Ooh. Yeah.
yeah, you might want to hide.
Yeah. Hiding is...
You believe you're hidden. Although this creature doesn't have eyes to see you. At the end of your go, legendary action, it's going to take a bite out of Seer. Okay, so that was a 6 and a 1, but that 6 turns into a 15.
Yeah.
Okay. That... So 22 points of piercing damage to you, Seer. As it just like, you see the tendril just reaches up and it just chomps into you.
But
Yo,
yeah, Seer, we gotta get you some armor next time we're in the town.
I can't wear armor.
Yes, you can. You have
No.
bard proficiency.
Bards get light armor.
Yeah.
Oh, this is true. I'm so used to being useless.
If we can at least get you up to a
Like-
12.
Yeah, this is one of the things we
Yeah.
realized last session is that you can wear armor.
I forgot. I didn't realize this. I was a wizard for so long.
We'll get you some studded leather.
Yeah.
I'm at
Turn that-
12 hit points.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Teleport. Get away.
You Misty Step, please.
Yeah. You can't do anything about it. You teleport away.
This horrible monstrosity has counterspell.
Oh my gosh. On each tentacle.
I wish.
Honestly, get out of sight. Get out of sight. Do not be in
Yeah.
sight.
Listen,
Do not engage.
Oh no.
what if I die though? Wouldn't that be funny?
No.
I
That
feel like it maybe wouldn't though.
you know what I'm saying? Maybe like 5 years down the line after we ended the campaign or something. Sure, we can laugh about it, but not now.
I don't know where to go.
Just anywhere that he can't get you.
Yeah, okay.
That's through a wall.
Yeah, listen, I'm figuring it all out. I'm just gonna go there. Right here.
Okay.
Can you get me here?
You do know. You don't know.
I'm gonna walk. Here.
Okay.
Out of sight, out of lunch. That's a good one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to do the descending order again, which is important.
Oh no. That's
So-
a lair action. Fuck.
Is that the end of your go, Seer?
Yeah.
You hear in your head, "Come back here."
Oh no.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, you're good at those.
Don't say anything about this.
And you have Belric's
You do. You do have Belric next to you.
so you get a +3. Look at that.
That's
You're good at
enough.
those.
You feel some otherworldly presence surround you and threaten to teleport you, but you resisted. It was about to teleport you right in the back next to him.
Oh.
Fuck.
It's the end of the layer. Belric. You can see this creature now.
Oh, good.
Actually,
Yeah, well,
no, you can't see it. I would have thought that the change in layer actions would have made it so you could see it, but no. Yeah, you just cannot see it. You know where it is. It's just invisible.
yeah, I'll take 2 strikes at it. You know, it's invisible.
Okay, they're at disadvantage. Misses. Just hits.
Whew.
And I'm going level 1 Divine Smite in this one.
Okay. This creature is an aberration, just so you know. I don't think you get anything special
No,
from that.
I think it's just Undead and Fiends I get the bonus on.
Okay. Yeah, you take 2 strikes towards the entity that you cannot physically see. Senti, you watch the first strike goes wide as Bellic doesn't even seem to aim for where this creature currently is in the moment. But then he hears like a slight movement of shifting as this creature like slowly is suction cupping itself to the ceiling here. And immediately you strike for that, and you hit a solid section of tentacles digging into the strange, abhorrent flesh of this creature, and you do some decent damage.
I didn't even do my Constitution save. Still good. That'd have been 20.
Anything else for you, Belric?
Nope.
Okay. It's gonna use a legendary action. And it's gonna teleport. You see it shifts down the hallway with Gamesh in tow, heading for the open door.
Oh no.
Faradir.
Wait, where did this thing go?
All the way at the bottom of the map.
Yeah, it's now over here.
Bruh.
Yeah, it teleported with Gamesh
I
in tow.
just got up to it.
Yep.
Alright guys, Gamesh is dead.
No. No.
I can't do anything!
You have a bow.
I just wanna hit it! My bow is garbage.
I'm sorry, this creature has a lot of mobility. Strangely.
I don't. I'm very large.
Uh, you don't get an attack of opportunity because it's a teleport.
That and you didn't have a melee weapon out anyway.
What can I do? Oh no, no.
That's what I can do. I
Oh.
can move to there.
Okay. You begin to give chase, running down this length of hallway, just chasing after this thing, and you hear as it like teleports onto the wall. You see it's beginning to use its suction bottom to just like move along. You just hear this strange as it just begins to like slowly begin pulling itself across the wall. This thing is
Hate that.
hungry for Gamesh.
He's a
Speaking,
hungry boy.
I'm a huggy. Yeah. Speaking of Gamesh, it's Gamesh's turn.
Okay.
If you want to do something.
All right. Time to expend some spell slots. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
Cast every spell all at once.
Yeah. I mean, I got
Okay,
enough. I
You
got.
saved up those sorcery points.
I have a decent little bit. I got a decent chunk of sorcery points. Let me. Extended, quickened in distance. Okay. First, I will. All right. Damn. I'll use. Honestly, I'm gonna cast banishment on him.
Oh, okay.
Fuck all this. I got.
It's gonna use a legendary resistance immediately. I'm not even gonna roll it. Like even it. I'll roll
okay.
it just to see. Yeah, he would have used it.
Yeah, I figured. Damn it!
Yeah, you send this banishment
it's good
force
to get
outward,
those used up.
and you see the form begin to shiver and shake and just fade out of existence. But you see the empty maw of this creature just turns to you as if the maw of this creature's face is its actual like eyes, and it just like as the mouth looks towards you, you just hear in your head,
I won't go that easy.
I noticed. And I'll use my soldier's trinket to use Blade Ward as a bonus action.
okay. Anything else from you?
That's my action, bonus action. I ain't got nothing else I can do.
Okay. He didn't like that.
Take your third secret action.
You know that fuck you action.
Action surge, Gamesh.
He did not like Gamesh doing that.
Yeah, action surge, the thing sorcerers can do.
He's gonna say in your mind,
Quiet down.
and he's gonna bite you again. So he's using his last legendary action for the round. For 26
Everyone
to hit.
start thinking as loud as possible.
That does hit.
This
This is piercing damage.
horrific.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be reduced. I have a resistance right now.
22.
So 22 down to an 11. Ooh, I'm pretty sure this lasts until the start of my next turn.
I think so, yeah.
Until the end of my next turn. Cool. All right.
Yeah, he does one last little reach up, and it just bites on you again, hoping to just knock you out this time. But you're still kicking?
I'm still kicking, and casting banishment would have dropped my other spell regardless. So go ahead and remove that.
Okay. Yeah, this creature's not happy. Olin just like comes through the doorway. Senti's currently blocking the way. He sees Faradir down the hall. Oh, fuck it! You see him just like pull out this small little red bead and shoots it across the space. He's gonna aim away from where Gamesh is on the creature's body. So you see just a little bit between Faradir and the creature, an explosion erupts. As he casts Fireball, he's going to Elemental Secret it. He's just going to create like a radiant light, and he's going to change the saving throw. Let's go with wisdom. See if this thing has a good wisdom. Technically he saves, but he still gets the nice d6s. He shouldn't have gone wisdom. If he gone intelligence, it would have done it. So it's 12. That's... Ooh. So then 2 more. 26 halved. Not bad. Gamesh, being so close to this creature, only you and Farader note this creature is looking slightly wounded. At this point, it is bloodied.
Okay.
Senti. Alin moves. Okay. I believe so. Fifth level magic missile, yeah. Actually, I think it's 8. So add one more d4 into there. Because it's 3 originally. There you go. Okay. Yeah. You all see these spectral, small little motes of purplish light just begin shooting from Senti's cloak and slamming into this entity. It's looking hard. You can definitely see this creature is not. It's not faring too well at this moment, but it is still up. Anything else from you, Senti? Okay. Is any of your go, Senti? Okay. It's tough. Well, it's definitely going to bite Gamesh. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's gonna hit you.
Yeah.
That's a 24.
Okay. I'm not out yet.
I'm sorry, Gamesh.
It's fine. Look. I don't mind. It's how life goes.
Things happen.
24? Halved.
Yeah, so 12. Yeah. I'm still up. I'm still good.
Still
I'm
up?
still kicking. I'm still kicking.
Okay.
He,
Uh,
he I'm not going. He's going to have to swallow real fucking hard. I promise you.
um, interesting. Doesn't move very fast. It's gonna. It wants you gone. It's gonna attack you with one of the tentacles to see if it can finish you with that way. That's a double 2, so that's a 9.
It misses.
Dang. Um. I'm debating what it's gonna do. It's gonna move forward. So it actually begins to turn around and goes towards Faradir. It's going to attack Faradir once with its tentacles. That's a 26 to hit Faradir.
Yeah.
You're gonna take 12 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled and restrained, and pulled next to it.
Rude.
That's the end of its go. It grabbed 2 people, using them as kind of shields now. Also, really wants to eat both of them. Top of the turn, Mabehi.
2 birds, 1 stone.
What are you doing, Mabehi? Okay.
All right, Becky, super crit.
Yeah, Mabehi. Yes. You technically.
I've been in his mouth for the last 3 turns.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, you basically watched this thing crawl across the ceiling with Gamesh in its mouth. Like, it is not let go of Gamesh. It's trying so hard to eat him.
He wants. It's good for. Oh,
There you go.
Hell
Oh, I want her super crits. I needed this in my life right now.
yeah. Yeah, literally, you were about to die.
That's 58.
Oh.
Yeah, so Mbeki, over encumbered, you begin to like strut down the hallway as fast as you can. Take a single arrow for your short bow, draw it, loose it, and as this creature has, attacked into Faradir, you see the tentacles wrapping around her and pulling her up and Gamesh up, and you see its large mouth begins to open to once again go into a chomping mode on your allies, essentially. As you see this happen, you fire the arrow, and it goes straight into the mouth, out the other end, and immediately you just hear this sound as the whole body just begins to tumble from the ceiling. It's not too far, but it is just enough fall damage. So 2 points of fall damage to Gamesh and Faradir, as you both tumble to the ground as the body slams on and next to both of you, as it is now dead.
You said 2 points?
2 points, yes.
Yes, all right, so that still has for me. 1.
To 1, yes. What was your hit points? I have to know.
I'm at 23 now.
Oh. I thought you were closer, honestly. I really thought you were closer.
Honestly, the first time that he missed really saved me, and then I started using and then I used what's it called? Blades Ward. If one for Blades Ward, yeah, I'd been out.
Yeah, and that half damage is real nice.
I can't believe you almost died.
Yeah, but you see the body just slams onto the ground. You see strange black ichor just shoots out of both ends, coating the entire hallway, which, at this point had like a little trickle of mixture of like plant water and human blood, is now just coated with this black ichor. As the initiative ends and the fight ends.
Ugh.
Okay, I'm rushing.
Ugh. I hate being a chew toy. Good shot, my
Very
baby.
durable though.
Yeah. Whew.
I need to.
Ugh. Forbidden.
I can't. Okay.
Good shot, my baby.
A lot of us need healing. We need a rest.
You see, kind of Alan kind of steps up from the back. I could use one as well.
Like,
Probably got blood just rolling down my abdomen. Oh god. Whew.
I can secure an area.
Ugh. Damn. What the fuck is this thing?
Yeah.
Make an Arcana check.
I would also like to make this Arcana check.
Okay.
This is where I'm gonna get a natural 20. No.
Strangely, Gamesh, you have no idea. You're too preoccupied with patching up the many bite marks you have. You were basically attacked by a large tentacle shark.
You're in so much pain.
Tentacle shark.
A
ceiling.
Faradir. Strangely, somehow, you have an idea that this is a form of aberration known as a Bal Hanaf. These are typically dangerous entities that reside within the Shadowfell.
Okay.
They have the ability to warp reality at will and lead many into traps.
Oh, boy.
Sounds fun.
All right.
You know
So,
what? Dangerous indeed.
we're resting.
I hope so.
If we're resting, then don't worry about it, Senti. I just got one of these bottles, might as well use it.
Damn, another natural 20.
Man, he's lethal, man.
Truly. It was at like, what was it? I think it was at 49 health.
Yeah,
she wrecked it.
Because I honestly, for real, I wasn't even going to try to attack it again next turn. I was going to try to banish it again and then use my spell to shrink it.
Yeah, that would not have helped.
I know. But Gamesh doesn't know that, so I had to go with it.
Yeah.
I know that.
Oh.
Damn.
I'm glad I teleported away.
Yeah, that would have been you. You gone.
Yeah, just so you
me.
know, it can basically, what is it? It can target one creature within 500 feet of it and just teleport you to it.
Oh. Thank
Good
God
thing.
for wisdom saves.
Good thing I knew. Good thing I didn't try to leave because you would have got me all over again.
Yeah.
I didn't know better,
All right.
but it worked out.
So know what? Let's go into the little study room that we found. This seems like a good place to take a seat.
Yeah, I actually can't secure the room because I'm out of 4th level spell slots.
That's fine. Just close the door.
I can cast alarm.
Good enough.
Not
So-
really.
You head into the study room you found and begin to take a well-needed rest.
And I'm gonna drink the potion of vitality. I'm offer one to Seer.
Do I have exhaustion?
But no, but it maximizes your hit dice.
Oh, yes. Thank you. I would appreciate that.
Whew. Oh man.
So, you all begin to take a well-needed long rest. Do any of you sit watch?
I at least cast
Well, I'm
alarm
sitting.
at the barrier,
I'm sitting by the door regardless.
but
Okay.
we probably should also keep watch.
I mean, so like I think we're just doing a short rest, or we're doing a long rest. I assume we were doing a short rest. I don't know.
Depends on what you all want.
I want a long rest.
I will say, Olin is out of his max level spells. So he's starting to be a little tapped.
Okay.
I think I only have 3 hit dice left.
Okay. All right, then we can do a long rest then.
Yeah,
Okay,
my
if that's
rings
the
are
case-
pretty much used up.
If that's the case, then I'm going to I'm not going to drink the potion of vitality for taking a long rest.
Yes.
That's a
I
waste.
cast alarm.
Yeah.
We should keep watch.
All right, I'll take first watch.
Okay.
I'll take a watch whenever there will be light for me to see by.
Yeah. I mean, this room is lit. You know, the magic within
Okay.
this building is, you know,
Good, good. All right. Then I'll take a watch whenever I'm needed to.
So, you all set up watches. Gamesh. Your watch goes quietly and peacefully. You do see elements of that dark ichor seem to slowly drift throughout the hallway if you ever open the door, but nothing seems to bother you all as you spend that first few hours. Next, Seer.
Yeah.
During the second watch,
It comes back to life and then grabs you with a tentacle.
You'll never find me again.
your watch seems to go very well as well. Who was the last watch?
I think Mabehi.
Yeah, I think my bad.
Okay, Mabehi. In the very wee hours of the watch, you take charge. Something does happen during your watch, as the soft light that had filled this chamber slowly begins to dim out. During the few hours of your watch, the very lights in the room dim to a point where they look like small little, almost like glow-in-the-dark motes. Like little tiny like dots of greenish light. Barely visible as the room turns pitch black. You all awaken to find yourselves in a darkened room. Similar to the first time you entered into this tower, the very base of it. But you all have max hit points. And you regain half your hit die. So whatever your total hit die amount is, you regain half of those, rounded down.
Okay. All right.
No longer. I have resources again. It's a miracle.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Uh,
That
Olin
was
looks much better for this rest.
And know what the crazy part is? Something told me to cast see invisibility when you told me the book was. I feel like I
Empty.
might have saw it. Yeah.
It wasn't invisible during that moment. It was an illusion.
Okay. Okay. So, but all right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Perhaps
that wouldn't
another.
help.
Perhaps that ability might still be useful within this large dungeon tower.
Maybe. All right.
Who
Well,
knows?
You all awaken to this darkened chamber. What do you choose to do?
Do I remember if there's anything flammable in here?
There was some. Yeah, you would recognize that. There was a couple book bags from students that would probably be able to be lit on fire.
Do I know if there's a 5 by 5 foot area that doesn't have anything flammable in it?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Can I target one of those areas and cast Create Bonfire?
Definitely.
I do that.
Okay. Yeah, you create a nice roaring campfire for the party to wake up to.
Does it shed any light?
It does.
Okay.
Yeah, the room is a cast and glow from the firelight. Yeah. What are you all doing?
All right, everybody. How you feeling?
Better.
Oh, all right. Now that that's done, next floor.
Yep, that sounds good.
All right, let's go to the circle.
And before everyone leaves, I guess while we're ready, I'll do another inspiration thing for my the strings.
Yeah. So you play another very elegant tune, and you all gain a D6 inspiration die for the
How
next
long does it last?
for 8 hours.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to assume that it did, but the teleportation circle was an illusion, right?
Yes.
Okay. This
The room turns into a very similar room to many of these other ones, just a normal laboratory.
Okay.
Do you explore that room?
No.
Should.
Oh, I guess I'll look in it.
I'll
I guess-
explore it.
I
Make an investigation check.
think might have
Ew.
babies.
Well then, I guess I'll just die. It's a 23. Does it have babies?
23. No. There are no baby, creatures here.
Great, we killed off its lineage.
You find evidence of
Damn right. Man.
old meals.
Gross.
But yeah, there's not much. There's just a bunch of strange, almost like melting similar flesh to this creature. As this was its lair, and it's slowly dissolving.
Yeah. Nothing to note here, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's
not
move
much.
on.
The one room with nothing in it.
Except death.
Yeah. So, you all walk through the hall, past the room with the large plant, past the other rooms, and emerge into the main central room. The large dome. You see The whole room itself is dark and dim. There's no light in here. All you can see this faint reddish glow in the center of the room. Alden looks back towards you, Gamesh. The portal went out again. I'm assuming it's still the same amount of spell slots. 5.
I got it.
So, you go and input 5 spell slots worth of spell energy into the circle. You see it slowly begins to light up. Each of these 5 gems slowly just rising with magical power. And soon it lights up. You begin to see the very lights of the chamber begin to like raise as the power rises as well. And it seems that whatever power is imbued into this is seemingly controlling the lights for the place.
Good to know.
So, portal is active. Allen walks over to it. So, going up?
Going up.
Understood. He takes out the strange, white rocked, strange carving into his hand. This key. Looks at it. And just seems to speak the word. Foga. And you all feel this sudden wisping effect as all of your insides just begin to basically just be drawn up into your chest as you are suddenly forced out of the very space you're in an incredible speed, and you are shunted into a dim, dark space. Immediately, there's very little light as you all begin to catch what little bits there is. You all begin to see above you little twinkling lights about 50 feet high, just spanning the whole space above you. Looking off to the edges, you see where the tower floor of this like nice stonework stretches out, seems to move into sky almost at the very edges of the space. From what you can tell, the ceiling of this room is about 50 feet upward, some sort of dome that seems to overtake the entirety of the room. It seems to mix with a strange outcropping near the edges of the room, and the entire sky is shown to be a beautiful night sky, filled with different stars, planets, and moons, all shining in their own ways, many of which seem almost like slightly amplified, larger, so to speak, as they seem to just be better to see. You can see details of the moon that you could not see with the naked eye, as you presume you are in the observatory.
And the observatory was the highest room on the map that we had, right?
Yes, the highest room that you had on the map.
Okay, so we skipped the floor. I think, right?
No.
But
So technically this is the 3rd floor.
okay, and the run before the one we were just on was the 2nd floor.
Yes. So the first
Okay,
floor was the
alright,
base room
okay.
that you all were in.
Okay, I got you.
So you see this beautiful sight of the night sky above you, and you can see even to the sides specifically, whatever this strange shape is on the very edges of this room. You can still see more stars and distant moons, just seemingly around the very edges of your vision.
Okay. So this is just up above us, though, right?
Yes, so the dome
Okay.
is about 50 feet upward, but it
Okay.
encompasses the entire of this chamber.
Gotcha. Are there any doors?
Make a perception check. You begin to take a long walk around the edges of the room. Um, and you begin to note that you assume this is the center of the tower. Just because of remembering how the tower looks from the outside, that strange, almost like circular ring around the center where it kind of bulbs out and then goes back in to spire up. The very edges of this room are that bulbous center. And as you walk to the edges, you begin to note that you can walk on the very edges of that, outcropping of the tower, and directly below you, you see stars, planets, as the whole space around you, and like as you look and walk, you don't see any doors. There seems to be no other chambers within this large, massive room. All you can see, though, is clearly this is an observatory, and it is somehow magically showing even the opposite side of the planet. As you look down towards the tower, to like where all your allies are currently standing, and you just see stars and other shapes on that under section. It's as if it's projecting the entirety of the planet's sky at night, just to this room.
Interesting.
But you find no doors.
Wow. All right, well. I guess we'll have to be finding a way to go up again.
You see Allen is currently looking at the portal on the ground. He kind of sighs for a moment. I think it's a different key to go up further. It's probably going to look the same. But it's probably going to have draconic words for probably the 4th floor on it. We'll need to find it somehow.
Well, there aren't any more rooms on this floor. Or at least there aren't any doors.
There were on the map.
Side rooms.
Yeah, because on the map, on the observatory floor, there was the Night Forge and
The witch's hut.
yeah, the witch's hut. I had it written down. I just
Alan kind of looks. I mean, we can definitely go to the sides. I just know this is probably the only way up. So we'll still have to come back here no matter what. I just wonder why the room is empty.
I mean, it's just an observatory, right?
Supposedly.
I mean, what else would be in here?
Can I like start walking into the room?
You are in the room. Like, you all...
No, like, can I try to find a wall?
Yeah, so you just begin to walk towards the edge of the room.
Yeah.
And you begin to see the edge of the very stonework. And begin to see where on the outside of the tower it's this, ring that's added onto the middle of the tower, dead center. And you can tell that this is clearly where this ring is. It's a large expanse that stretches out of the tower about maybe 40 feet or so, and then rings back in on itself to meet up with the dome at the very top and just creates the sky above you. But the ring itself is sky. You begin to step on it, and you're walking on the stars and the distant galaxies that you can see that are projected within this observatory visage. And you walk to the end, and you get to the end of the ring essentially, and you just touch what feels like solid stone, but you're looking at stars and distant suns.
Yep. It's a lot of space here.
Yeah. Make a perception check.
Oh.
As you get to the very edge.
11.
Yeah, it's a lot to take in. There's so many distant shapes and moons, and like a lot of them, you'll see like sections that almost have like a ring around them where it is clearly focused in, and you can see like, whole planets distant, and in all true reality that have been zoomed and enhanced into a way where, from your position, a lot of these distant, celestial bodies where normally they would be like little motes of light, you can just make out like a baseball sized moon that you can see like slight detail out of.
Oh. God.
Yeah, it's impressive.
This is very trippy, I suppose.
Very. You're basically just standing on, like, for you it looks like you're, honestly, it looks like you're standing in the astral sea. It kind of reminds you of that.
Oh, yay.
All right. So again, we still have no way.
Well, I was thinking we can like feel along the walls to see if there's something we can't see.
That's fair. I guess we'll start. I'll work in the opposite direction as your works from.
Yeah.
Okay. Make investigation checks.
Okay. 17. I rolled really poorly. I got a 3.
Hopefully, I don't roll that bad.
Um,
Just about.
Is anyone else doing anything as these two begin searching?
I guess I want to look at the stars and see maybe like they point in a certain direction.
Make a perception check.
Can I help Seer in searching?
She's already rolled. You can search yourself.
Okay.
So Seer and Gamesh, Senti, who are you guiding?
You can only do one.
Yeah.
Faradir. Okay, so Faradir, you would have guidance. 19.
So that's a 19.
And what are you searching for specifically? You're helping Seer with her investigation?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Seer, Ganesh, and Faradir, all three of you begin to just slowly move your way along the walls, feeling for any sort of change or shift in the stonework to somehow find a door to exit this chamber. Belric, you begin looking up towards the sky, looking at the stars, trying to find a meaning and shape in them. And it takes a long time to piece through all the different spaces. This room is huge. The whole chamber itself, in all, is probably a good 90 feet across. And there's just massive sky above you. After about 5 minutes or so, you see your allies can't really find anything. The walls feel solid and strong. You push, and whatever this illusion magic is, there doesn't seem to be any actual door on this level. But Belric, you are looking at the night sky, and you are beginning to walk along to one of the edges, and you begin to step onto the space where you're walking on stars, essentially. A strange illusion. You feel that slight jump in your stomach as you expect yourself to slightly fall, but you're caught by the stone that is underneath you, that is holding this illusion. And you begin to walk, and you kind of look down and across, and you can see the stars underneath this structure, distant, beyond the planet, essentially, being projected into this space. It's a strange sight. And you're kind of looking around, and you kind of turn back towards your allies who are now across the way from you. You look up, and you spot something. What looks to be a small section of what looks to be minor asteroids careening off. It's slightly zoomed in, so they're slightly bigger. And you just take a look at one. The rough carving on the outer edges of it. But what catches you is the rough reddish letters in the white stone. And it looks very familiar to the key that was handed to Alan by Seer. Just sitting up there in the night sky.
Yeah, I'll yell at everyone. Like, I think I found another key. And I'll just point to it.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's strange as you point to it. It's the distance that it shows is the same size. It's a strange seeing it just like so high up in the sky, but it feels close, strangely. That's the best way I can say it.
Would I be able to like kind of grab it at all?
Do you try?
Yeah, I'll try to grab at it.
Yeah, so you all begin rushing over. You see Belric just standing on the edge, currently a field of stars and moons behind him. And you see he just reaches his hand up. And you just see this white flash in his hand as suddenly the key appears. And for you, Belric, you just look up and you just grab it out of the sky. And suddenly it's just in your hands. You toss it in the air a little bit and catch it, feeling the weight of it, knowing that this is a real object. You have the key.
Good on you. Well, damn, Belric. Saving the day again.
Yep, apparently I have a good eye for this.
All right, Owen, what we're looking for?
It looks to be it, and he begins to walk over. And Belric and Faradir, you hear a slight, like a cracking sound. You hear it again, and you turn, specifically you and Faradir, Belric. You, Belric and Faradir. I cannot speak right now. And you turn and look towards kind of the underside of where you're currently standing. As you look towards the moon that is, just beginning to, crest around the planet essentially, as it has just, sunken below visible eye line for most people. However, in this room, it is projected on the wall. And you look at it and you see cracks forming up the moon's edges. What do?
I'll probably go get my weapon out and just warn everyone. Look at the moon. There's cracking, so something might come through it.
Oh no. You see Alan just kind of like quickly runs over, grabs the thing. We should get to the portal now. And he just bolts.
Okay.
I'll do that, but as I do, I'm using Stone's durability.
I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay. You all begin to cast different effects on yourselves as you see Alan just takes off, full-blown sprinting it. He gets to the central orb. He takes the key and begins, making sure he's reading it right, and that he can teleport all of you. You all are able to move a little bit towards the portal, but casting spells is not a dash action. So you all are still currently out in the middle of this center area. You are able to get into the stone space where is actual looking like you're walking on stone, but you're all still out there. You hear another crack behind you, Belric, and you turn and you see the moon shatter in half, and you see almost flying out. At first it's tiny, but it grows larger and larger, and suddenly it lands on the very edge, standing in a field of stars. You see a magnificent, beautiful creature. just land and stand very tall. Let me get this visible for all of you. So, you see a large, metallic, golden stag with large gold wings, beautiful armored torso, and you see these slight yellowish golden eyes, and you just hear this sound as the metallic body doesn't creak at all. It just seems to flow as the entity just looks straight towards you, Bellic, as you're running. And begins to give chase. You see it flaps its wings and begins flying across the ground, enough to gain speed and begin to charge. So right now, I'm trying to guess I'm trying to see who's slowest at this point. Bellic, did you dash that last action?
No, I'll probably keep up around everyone else. If not, everyone else can keep up.
Okay. So I'm guessing you're like kind of staying back slightly to be the last person.
Yeah.
Okay. The entity will charge you then. You see it flies with great speed and is going to ram you twice as it just slams into you. That's going to be 26 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
That one's not going to hit. That's going to be 11 to hit. But you see the first strike as the large curled horns slam into your armor. This entity does some damage to you. You're going to take a total of 15 points of bludgeoning damage with an extra, because it charged at you, you're then going to take an additional 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Is this magical?
Don't believe so. This is just, the creature is just ramming you at this point.
Okay.
So you can negate that. I need you to make a strength save, however. So you all, as you're running, Belric, you stay behind ever so slightly, and this creature just charges you, slams you, and with its horns, picks you up off the ground, and you slams you into the ground. Technically, I think its second attack gets advantage at that point. So I'm going to just re-roll it. It's a natural 20. What is that luck? That's amazing. So technically the other slam attack would hit 2, and that's only going to be 12 points of bludgeoning damage. As it slams you with that first horn strike, and then slams you down into the ground as you are prone. You all watch and turn your heads to just see Belric is lifted and prone under the ground. And you see the large stag creature just flares its wings in an aggressive motion and looks angry. At this point, I'm going to start it off with Gamesh and then Faradir. What are you two doing?
So who's closer to the portal, Belric or the stag?
Right now, I think technically it is still Belric. The stag is just on top of him.
Okay.
So if I had to... so Alan currently is at the portal, say. I don't know who else would be near him. But Belric is currently with the stag.
So I'd probably be around...
Could I have moved up with the group?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably be around here or so.
Well, actually, I think you would honestly be next to Belric. You would be close to Belric. You'd be within at least 10 feet. Because he was staying back to the people who cast spells. So, because Alan dashed. If you cast a spell, you only moved 30 feet.
Okay, see, I didn't know if... so Belric did move initially.
Yeah, he followed you guys, but he didn't dash.
Okay.
He just stayed
Okay, yeah.
close to the back.
Yeah, I didn't dash either. So all right, so yeah, I'll be
So
like
we'd
around.
be like right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Senti and Mebehi, that's where you two are, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't think Mebehi's here anymore. I'm just gonna put her there.
Yeah, she had to go to sleep.
That's fair. I'm about to do the same.
Um,
So, starting off with Ganesh and Faradir. Faradir, you watch as, like, right next to you, this large stag just slams your ally into the ground.
Feel like we should just run and not fight this thing.
speaking on that, banishment.
You cast Banishment?
Yeah.
Okay.
Charisma save.
Yeah, that's definitely better to go before what I was gonna do.
Technically, it has advantage on this.
Oh shit. My save is an 18.
Natural 20.
Ah, Graham.
And it's what? It's a charisma save. So
Yeah.
20.
Graham, you're killing me, man.
You send out this banishment force towards this entity, and it just shimmers across the golden armor. And you see the yellow eyes just turn towards you, and you see it flares its nostrils, and a bit of fire seems to jet out.
That is going to work one day.
And
Not today.
It worked against the Bahir.
It had its
Yeah.
15 minutes.
No, the
Okay.
Bahir,
So-
the Bahir was
Plane shifted. You're right.
plane shift.
You're right.
Did you say that this thing is like pinning Belric?
It's not pinning him. It just shoved him to the ground. Like it's lifted him up and then slammed him.
Okay.
And he's prone. That's really all he is right now.
I'm going to. Can I, like, grab Belric, bring him to his feet, and run with him? Like, technically dragging so that
Yeah,
I did
yeah,
air
you
quotes that you
can-
guys can't see. Um, like, dragging him so he doesn't get opportunity attacked. I will, but he won't.
Yeah. Yeah, you can definitely do that.
Okay, we won't get very far, but, you know.
Yeah. You begin to pull Belric from the entity. It's gonna try and slam you. Jesus. 26 to hit? No,
Yeah.
25 to hit. Sorry.
Yeah, 25 is exactly my AC. Totally, definitely. In the last 5 minutes, my AC increased by 23, so now it's a 40.
It's only going to be 10 points of bludgeoning damage, as it just like
Okay.
side hit hits you with its large antlers. It's long. It's a long horn, I guess.
Yeah, so I think we would get to go 15 feet because that's half my movement.
Yes.
Not a lot, but it might help.
Every little bit.
Every little bit.
Okay. Anything else?
That's all I've got.
Okay.
Most of my bonus actions involve killing things.
Seer,
Yes.
what are you doing?
You know? As far as I'm aware, I should be fairly scared of this guy. So I'm gonna summon my face spirit,
Okay.
Furious, at 4th level.
Okay. So, there it is. The Furious Spirit. What do they do?
So you know how my deceitful spirit casts a cube of darkness whenever it teleports?
Yes.
Whenever the furious spirit teleports, it gets advantage on its next hit.
Ah. Very nice.
So I'm gonna spawn him probably like over here.
Okay, and then he teleports in.
Yeah, and then teleport in, and then multi-attack with the first one at advantage.
Got it.
Should be... Yeah. It's a 13!
Does not hit.
Damn.
It's an 18.
18 hits.
Okay.
Not bad. Yeah, it slashes into the gold armored, sentinel creature. Scuffs up the armor a bit. Not too bad. Anything else?
Yeah, I want to move.
Okay. Easy enough. Okay. Belric. You've been pulled away, but you are still prone.
Yeah, I'll just get up and just move 15 feet.
Okay. You still have an action. Okay. Senti. Yes, each square counts as 5 feet. The 100%. This room is massive. Sweet. Don't have a direwolf. Oh, do I have a direwolf token? Let's do this. Now, 2 large wolves. Large wolves. And you run? Okay. Sweet. On its turn, that doesn't... Oh, so 5, 10, 15. Just catch... 5, 10, 15. Yeah, so it's only going to catch... probably the direwolf and the summon. It's going to... You see this entity is going to fire breath. The summon needs to make a DC 15 dex save. Same with the wolf.
Hey!
Nice. Yeah,
Nice.
Dex.
Half damage.
Nice. We should run while our summons are fighting this thing.
I assume that's the plan. 27 half.
My plan.
So 13 points of damage to both of the entities. And it's going to then use its reaction to use its saved spell turn. And it is going to banish this direwolf. I need a charisma saving throw, please. As the spell that was cast on it is shunted off towards an enemy of its choosing. It banishes that wolf. It just disappears from the field.
We have to run.
So that's its turn. It's kind of stuck there. With that, Ganesh, Faradir, what are you doing? I'm assuming you're running.
Yeah, dashing.
Oh.
Yeah, I'ma just go.
Okay.
Yeah, I think. And
How much damage did my summons take?
Your summon took, since it passed, only 13. Full would have been 27.
Thank you.
I'm going
sorry.
to quicken spell though. Nah, I don't think I need to. No, I'm not gonna quicken spell. I'll leave it be.
Seer Belric. Running?
I would love to run, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Senti. Running? Or is Senti gonna stay there and fight? It can.
Just staying to fight.
I was like, oh man, since he's feeling ballsy today.
Yeah, Senti's like, you go. I got this. And just like takes on the enemy all on her own.
Doc was ready for a new character.
I mean, druids are pretty powerful. She might
Yeah.
be able to do it.
Senti's
She
more
might.
powerful than a large gold forged sentinel.
You never know, man.
Yeah.
So, you all get to the circle. In that moment, you see, Allen, who has been preparing this entire time to activate this, holding the key, just says, La Tacarol. And suddenly you all feel that shunting motion once again. And quick succession, you all just feel yourselves flying through space. And suddenly, you appear in a new chamber. What shows before you is what appears to be directly in front of you a large, somewhat short, 30-foot tall stone castle surrounded by a sizable moat. You see a strange stone structure stands just about 10 feet from the moat. And between you and this strange stone thing right in front of the moat, Um, there is a large section of grass. You see bushes and a few trees on the outer edge, and you look behind you, and you see towering tower walls. Clearly, you're in some sort of strange other section of this chamber. The ceiling itself is very domed in its appearance, as it seems to almost encapsulate right at the very tip of the castle. Directly in front of you, between you and this strange stone structure and the castle beyond, is what looks to be three strange, almost like stone humanoid shapes. You see elements that look like an arm or a leg, but they are broken and splintered beyond most recognition. The grass itself covered in much of this debris from whatever shattered these three stone structures.
Ooh, this one has a map.
Yeah. So, this is what you see directly before you. Let me get your tokens. And they're all so nicely bunched together.
Oh no. I don't like the sound of that.
As you all stand within this strange field, the large stone castle before you, the drawbridge closed. We're going to end the session there today.
Right.
As you've entered another strange room
Oh,
in this tall tower.
And I'm going to be honest with you. I wanted to fight the stag.
I know.
On a personal level, I wanted to fight it.
Yeah.
I'm just scared of the stag.
Lots of little traps.
Stag.
Technically, I will say, it should have cast banishment on you.
I figured.
Yeah.
I figured.
But those
Oh,
rolls.
I was freaking advantage for the nat 20. I was like, come on, man.
Yeah, it rolled an 18 and a nat 20. So
regardless, you pass.
Yeah.
I gotta get my AC up. I gotta get my DC up. I mean.
Yeah. Eventually. Yeah. I'm very happy that Belric solved that slight puzzle, I guess, in such a quick fashion. I was kind of worried you guys would be stuck there for a while.
I mean, because the only options we really had in my mind, it was either we had to go back to the aviary, which didn't seem very likely. But that just seemed like the likely option. So I was like, it has to be something in the room. I mean, after the walls, I was going to assume we had to figure something out with the stars, but
yeah,
Beller got to it first.
Hidden the stars would be the obvious one because they usually point in a direction.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hidden in plain sight.
Oh man, good session though.
Yeah.
Good session. We met a new friend.
Yeah, Will.
Sir Will.
Sir Will. I will say, I've been having like a bunch of Warforged. Like my other party, one of their members decided to switch, and so he became a Warforged, and his name is. He decided to name himself Prize because he was found in a prize room, like a trophy room.
Nice.
He's a knight, so his name is Surprise.
Surprise. Sir. That's a new
So it's a lot of Warforged, a lot of history with the Warforged just going on in my world right now. So,
what's this? What are the rules of this place called?
What's up?
What are the ruins that of this place called again?
For this floor,
No, the city. Like, what was the city called?
Midas.
Midas. Okay.
Yeah, same name as the guy, same name as the tower. He's very. He has a brand himself.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's definitely within his copyright.
Yeah.
Hey, certainly is.
I
It's all
was.
about brand.
I was not sure if you were actually going to search the entirety of the labs, but I'm so happy you did.
I was something. I was like, man, it's gonna be something here to some degree. Now,
Yeah.
it was something.
Yes.
It was something.
This is just what's within the tower.
I know. There's still a whole city.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we're going to explore the whole city or anything, but
We can leave and come back.
we could.
No.
I don't want to.
This, I will say, there are lots of other rooms you can explore.
I know. We could always come back to the aviary if we want to.
Yeah.
We
You
might
haven't-
find some eggs and
You
get some
haven't,
pets.
you haven't seen the aviary? You can go check out the witch's hut. Wonder what that is.
If we ever find it.
Yeah, if we live that long.
So are we misunderstanding the map? So is the witch's hut and the night floor supposed to be on this floor? At least I'm thinking that's how the map was read.
So
Or-
essentially, there's multiple. Essentially, each layer of the tower has certain sets of floors that are assigned to its level. So technically, you can reach those places from the circles.
Oh.
So you can, instead of going up, which
You
you've
go
been,
sideways.
you can go sideways.
Interesting. That makes a lot more sense now. Okay, that's
Yeah. Not every room has a door that you can easily access. It's mainly accessed by seemingly these portals.
yeah. You know, wizards gotta be all fancy.
They do.
Oh, you guys use doors.
I use
I
a circular teleportation circle.
I use interdimensional travel. like okay,
Instead
buddy.
of just using a ladder.
I mean,
Right.
if you think about it, instead of making his tower just a little bit wider, he enchanted demi-planes into.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's very
It's on
space-
brand, but
yeah, it's space efficient. I'll give him that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Magic efficient? Not really.
He's so
I don't know.
powerful.
Depending on what you have in the rooms, it could be. You may not want things on the same plane as you sometimes.
Yeah, like the stag.
Yeah, let that guy be in his own thing.
He clearly does not like company.
He does not, or at least our brand of company.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not him. So his defenses, they activate because you're different people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's funny. Well, know what that means? We gotta get the lease. We gotta get the title for this tower so it can be serious. So now.
That's
Hi,
not-
I own the ruins of my.
Yeah,
that's
so
not happening.
oh,
No, definitely not.
at least not legally. we can put claim to it. I don't know if that's how it's gonna work.
Yeah, we just squat it if you can get squatters right.
Hey, look, we've been
I
here for the
don't-
last like 3 months. This is ours.
We miss everything going on.
I mean, if you
and-
think about it, some of these entities have probably been here for 1,000 years. So,
Oh,
it's
I mean,
theirs.
look, they can get weird or get lost. That's their choice. Oh, let me stop. Let me stop.
Oh
Let
my
me-
god.
Oh,
We
goodness.
own this building because we killed everything inside of it.
I mean, I don't think it gets any more like obvious than that. Who else has rights to the will if there's no one else to have rights?
Yeah, exactly. So if you go into a house and kill everyone in there, to your house.
That's how the law works, right? I'm not crazy. I know I'm not crazy. Oh goodness.
I studied law in college.
I know this is the law. Like you're not going to tell me it's not.
I am the law.
I am the law.
The most powerful person in the room makes the laws.
Oh man. Whew. Oh goodness.